Lugupeetud tennisesõbrad, Davis Cupi nädal Tere tennisekeskuses on jõudmas oma lõpusirgele, homme on veel ees ootamas otsustavad play-off mängud ja mul on hea meel tutvustada teile oma tänast vestluskaaslast, Küprose esireket, endine maailma esikümne mängija Marcos Baghdatis. Marcos, welcome.
Thank you, nice to be here.
Thank you. 3 days of tennis played, the most important match tomorrow ahead. How do you feel here in Tallinn?
I feel great. I think we have everything we need to feel good. We have great facilities here, very nice complex, and my team is feeling great. Our number 2 is playing very well, and myself, I have the experience now to try and win tomorrow.
When you come to Tallinn, is it only airport, hotel, tennis center, or have you had a chance to visit the town as well?
I came to Tallinn after a long trip from Dubai. A very tough week, mentally, physically. After a long time, I didn't play at that level, so it was all about getting my body back, to rest and start feeling good. So I didn't have too much time to visit, especially the old town. I heard is very nice, so we didn't have much time to visit, but. With the team, we're thinking of doing it tomorrow after the match tomorrow. So I hope we will have some time tomorrow after the match to visit Tallinn and shit, my mobile is ringing. Sorry.
That's all right.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
It's. I hope we play early tomorrow so we can have some time in the afternoon and visit the old town.
How big a thing for you and for the Cypriot tennis is participating in this Davis Cup tie here in Tallinn? I mean, you have a chance of going up to Group 2.
Yeah, we were in Group 4 Group 2 for 8 years. We had lots of fun with the team, and then 1 year I couldn't play because of my injuries and some health problems that I had, and we unfortunately we dropped down to Group 3, and we didn't qualify last year in San Marino. We didn't qualify, and this year I think we have a great chance because I am fit, I am healthy, I can give 100% and play for my country, and we have a great number 2 young player who is playing college tennis, but he's very, very competitive and plays very well, and I think we have a great chance to qualify.
Excellent. This week, I think you're the most talked about tennis player on the men's tour. Wherever you go, ATP website, ITF website, Davis Cup website, it's Marcos Baghdatis. The final you got to Dubai last week that made you jump 18 spots in the rankings, back to 39, which is not very close to your personal best, but I hope that you're getting there. And over here in Tallinn, you beat a very old record of Björn Borg himself. So now, after the win today, you have won 35 straight matches in Davis Cup. You must be feeling very good about your tennis at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I had a great week last week to play at this level, of tennis in Dubai. It was, for me, after so many years, to come back and get rid of injuries and finish a tournament without injuries. It's been a long time for me, So yeah, I'm feeling great, and for sure. I mean, it's a great feeling to be able to have my name on the record list of the ITF of breaking the consecutive wins. I started playing Davis Cup when I was 14 years old. So it's a big thing for my country too. And it's an honor for me to be the one who did it, and it's a great feeling, that's for sure.
You mentioned that you started playing Davis Cup at the age of 14.
Yeah.
But the beginning of 2003, you were then 17.
Yes.
You won your first and only Grand Slam junior event, and during that year you also were the number 1 player in the world. Thinking about those days back then, was it a big strain, mentally, to be from Cyprus, from a small country, with everybody around you with such high expectations about your career?
When I was number 1 junior, the expectations of me in my country were not so big. It was mostly after the Australian Open 2006 where I played the finals in the seniors, but You know, it was an amazing road, very, very, very tough road for me to come where I am today and to achieve what I achieved, because coming from a small country, from Cyprus, you lack a lot of things, you know, facilities, sponsors, I mean everything, like people that know what to do with an athlete, with a young kid, you know. It was really hard for me, so I had to leave home when I was 14. I had to go to Paris, be in a more professional, I can say, atmosphere and people around me that helped me, you know, become who I am today. And slowly I found my way. There was a lot of doubts, a lot of up and downs throughout my career, but you know, I'm grateful and I'm very happy, you know, with the life I have right now, and it's because of all the risks that my parents and my family took when I was younger.
And going back to the same year, 2003, basically that was the year when you started also concentrating, maybe not 100% yet because of the junior Grand Slams, but on the professional tour, on the ITF level. You won several tournaments that year. How much do you remember from those days?
I remember a lot. I think that was the toughest year of my life, actually, because I had to play a lot of ITF tournaments because the goal was to finish #1 in the world for many reasons. For example, I had a contract with Nike, and the reason was if I finished top 1, I had a good economical help that I could invest in my tennis. So that was the reason, one of the reasons. And also we put a goal to be top 200 the same year in the ATP, which also had a good economical help from Nike if I finish in the top 200 to be able to invest in my career. So it was, I think, one of the toughest years of my life, of my career, and I played so many matches. I was traveling so much. I remember I didn't go home for maybe 17 months. Throughout those years, I didn't see my mother for 10 months. You know, it was, for me, it was kind of the turning point, you know, like when I went through that and finished #1 in the world and then finish top 200 was a great achievement for me, you know, and it helped me a lot and made me stronger, you know, for the future.
I have one quiz question for you from 2003. The second ITF title you won in where?
Second ITF title?
Yes, that year.
It was Grand Slam, was Australian
No, I mean
Open.
the ITF men's.
Ah, men's.
2003. You first won Greece?
Yes, Alkmaar. Alkmaar on clay?
No, it was in Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan, you're right.
Namangan.
But that was, Alkmaar was a future, no?
Yes, and also Namangan was a future. Do you remember anything from those matches? You won Louis Vouzlou in the final in Namangan. You can't remember?
Yes, he's a commentator now.
Aha.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have any idea
who? Cudinelli or Allegro that
Ogorodov in the semis?
Yeah. I remember Cudinelli Allegro in the final. I don't remember.
You won Vouzlou in the final. Do you know who was the chair umpire in that final?
No, don't tell me you.
Yes, it was me.
No way. Nice.
Yeah, well, I remember when we did a tournament in Andijan first, and then we came to Namangan, and we knew that you were coming, so everybody was so excited to get the world #1 and the fresh Australian champion playing there, and then you won the tournament. So it was great to see your career starting, so to speak.
Nice.
All right. Men's tennis. 2006 was the breakthrough year.
Yeah.
We talk about Australian Open a little bit later. When I prepared for this interview, I saw that most of the serious or funny things for you have happened in Melbourne. I mean, the match against Hewitt in 2008, for me, it was ridiculous.
Yes.
Tell me about that match. Was it that you were made to go on court just before midnight?
Yeah,
or was it your own choice?
No, I mean, the problem was we were supposed to be second after 7 o'clock. And it was Venus Williams playing first at 7. But Roger Federer had a long match against Tipsarevic that day, which was
5 sets.
5 sets, but long 5 sets. And the tournament director came to us and told us, guys, around 6:30, guys, get ready because you will be playing first.
All right.
So we went to warm up, and then we come back from warm up and they tell us, no, we changed the deal. You're gonna wait until, and then that match with Venus went for 2.5, 2 hours, I don't know. Then we started 11:45, and then, I mean, we were there. To go sleep and come back the next day was, I think, was not so smart. So we just went in and yeah, and then we finished at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:45, whatever
Yes.
time was it.
But the spectators liked it.
Yeah, I mean, for the ones who stayed, I mean, was great. I mean, it was great. I think it was a great match, and unfortunately I lost it, but I think it was a great match, a 5-setter.
And then another, to me at least, humorous. I think at the time maybe it, for you wasn't so funny, but you smiled in the end. It's the second round match against Wawrinka 2012. Something very
When I broke some rackets.
Yeah, something really extraordinary happened.
Yeah. I mean,
was it the crowd that got you into it so that you broke one more, and then after that you smiled?
No, the first three was on me.
All right. And the fourth one was for the crowd.
Yeah, the fourth one was we want more. So, I mean, I had to give them one more. No, I mean, it happened, you know, I just had a black moment, and I mean, I don't think it was something bad. I was very, I think it was very classy the way I did it, you know.
I agree.
I was sitting down, I just broke 4 rackets, and I mean, I didn't hit anybody, I didn't insult anybody, it was just on me, and yeah, it happens, you know, I think it happens to everybody, and it happened to me, and I mean, that was about it.
Is this the most difficult thing in professional tennis, to control your emotions during a match?
For sure, and I think a lot of people don't get it, you know, I mean, they don't understand the pressure, the emotion, I mean, we have to play every day, and the next day you have to wake up and play again, tough conditions, windy, cold, hot, I mean, it's everything that, and a lot of guys cannot handle it, and I think it's good for the sport to maybe leave the players have some emotion on court, let it go. I think it's fun for the crowd without being, for sure, I mean, disrespectful to anybody else, but you know, to let go a bit, I think it's fun, you know. I mean, if you remember McEnroe, Safin, I mean, all these great Connors, all these great players, they were showing their emotions on court, and I think they had so much crowd behind them because of that, and I think it's nice to see somebody sometimes, you know, go crazy. I think it's fun.
That's what
my
people like.
Yeah, that's my
in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way, for sure. I mean, not to be disrespectful to anybody else, you know, or to the referee or to a kid, for example.
Of course, you get penalized.
Yeah,
but I mean, that comes with the territory.
Yeah, that comes with the territory. But I think we should let them and not make a big deal out of it, you know, like it happens.
You're on your way up again in the rankings.
Yeah.
2010, you got to the Masters semi-final the last time. The first one was in Paris 2007.
Yes, and then Cincinnati, yeah.
Cincinnati 2010. Losing to Nadal in Paris and Federer in Cincinnati.
Yes.
And if we talk about your most important Grand Slam matches so far, 2006,
Yes.
also the names Nadal and Federer come into play.
Yes.
Being top 10, your best ranking was number 8. What is the difference between the very top, the top 3, and the guys after that? Is it only the mental side, or is it also somewhat still on skills as well?
Honestly, if I knew, I would be up there. No.
So that's the biggest mystery in
no,
sports?
it's not. I don't think it's a mystery. I think, I mean, honestly, I had some injuries. I mean, I had a great year 2006. I had a great year 2007 too. I finished 14 in the world. And, you know, and always your second year on tour, it's the toughest, you know. It's the toughest because everybody knows you. Everybody knows how you play. Everybody saw you. Everybody played against you. Most of the guys played against you. So I think the second year is the toughest, and I managed to control that, you know, and finish the year top 14, I mean top 15, and I think it was a good achievement. The only thing is, after I got 3 consecutive injuries, and then all of a sudden I see myself in 2000, I missed 2008, I missed Olympics, US Open, and the whole rest of the year, and then 2009 I see myself starting the year 96 in the world, and a lot of points to defend in the beginning of the year, you know, and you know, I still played 4th round of the Australian Open there. I lost to Djokovic, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're fighting back, you don't find your way, you lose some matches, a lot of doubts, and then some more injuries came, some little injuries, and it's not the same anymore, because you wake up in the morning, you feel something, you cannot give 100% anymore, you know, you're scared because you don't want to miss out for the next 6 months. So you're all the time in the doubt, or like whenever you have a small bit of pain somewhere during practice, you slow down a bit. So I think everything came for me that I couldn't push anymore 100% like I used to do when I was 20, and you know, it was coming and coming, and then 2010, like you said, I had a great year coming back. I went back to play some challengers. I came back, I beat Roger Federer in Indian Wells, I beat Nadal in Cincinnati in 2010, which was a great year for me, and I find myself at the end of 2010 top 20. And then again started the year okay, played 4th round Australian Open, you know, like, and again few small injuries, and then big health problems, and some more injuries that made me struggle for the last 4 years, and yeah, and it's nice to be able to find my way back, and at 30 years old with a lot of things that we passed through, me, my team, and my wife, the last few 4 or 5 years.
You have beaten them both, Federer and Nadal.
Yes.
So deep down you know how to do it. Is it especially difficult in the Grand Slams because it's best of 5 sets, or is it something else?
No, for sure it's tough because it's best of 5, first of all. I mean, I never played them too much in the Grand Slams. I played Rafa maybe once in Wimbledon, and Roger maybe 3 times. US Open 2004, and then 2 times in Australia, 4 and 6. So 5 and 6. So I think maybe I didn't play them so often in a Grand Slam, but every time I play them outside a Grand Slam, I mean, it's tough matches, you know. I'm there. I think it's all the time close, and I always believe that I can beat anybody. The only problem is to find that consistency, and with so many injuries having, and this health problem that I had last few years, was very tough for me to keep that consistency. But now I think I found a way, we found a way with my team that's surrounded by me, and we are looking forward.
If you don't mind, I would like to speak a little bit more about your Grand Slam final in 2006. I hope you don't mind me asking, but in my gut feeling, was it a bit too early for you? I mean, you were a set and a breakup against Federer in a Grand Slam final. If it had been 2-3 years later, or with your expertise and today, do you think, looking back, that you could have done something differently to beat Federer that day?
I mean, to beat Federer that day, it could happen that day. I mean, I was a set and a breakup. I lost I remember every point actually, but I lost my serve at 6-5 in the second with 3 double faults. I was 40 love up on my serve, and I think even if I went to a tiebreak, I could have, you know, won the tiebreak, because I was on top, and I could see Roger was I cannot say scared, but you know, he wasn't 100%. You know, he was thinking a lot, and then the problem is I believed it too soon. You know, it came to my head at one moment that I am there. I mean,
it's up for the taking.
Yes, it's up for the taking, and I missed my chance, and that's about it. I start thinking about other things. I took my eye off the ball, The ball was like this, and all of a sudden it got smaller and smaller, you know, and yeah, it just happened, you know, and everything else went so fast after that, and couldn't get a grip of the match anymore, and you know, when you're playing against Federer, you know, you cannot not take your chances.
Who do you think is the best player ever?
I mean, it's tough to say, because what Roger's doing, what Rafa's doing, what Sampras did, what Djokovic is doing right now, I mean, it's just amazing, you know. A lot of people say Roger because of his tennis, you know, it's so nice, so smooth, everything is so beautiful, you know, it's like watching opera, so it's like watching a theater, so. But I mean, my opinion, yeah, I can say it's Roger for many reasons, because he has most of the records. But I think Djokovic can outstand him. I mean, be better than him, because he's looking very sharp right now, and he's on the top of his game. And if he continues, he's going to break some records himself.
And for some people, the best ever is Rod Laver.
Yes, for some people. I mean, I am too young to know how it was, but for sure he has other records, that's for sure, and big records.
This year is the Olympic year.
Yes.
You already mentioned that you missed Beijing 2008. You participated in London 2012, and you were not very far from beating the future Olympic champion Murray in the third round.
Yeah.
And this year it's Rio. Do you think that you have it in you to beat the best ever Cypriot athlete performance of Pavlos Kontides?
I mean, yeah, I mean, the goal is not to beat Pavlos, you know, the goal is, I mean, he's a great athlete himself, he did so much for the country, and the goal for me is not to beat a person that I wished to win an Olympic medal. So for me, I mean, the goal is to win an Olympic medal for myself, for my family, and for all the people in the country, and that's the goal. And I think I have it. I have it in me. I think you know, a lot of people in Cyprus have you know, written me off the last few years, and for me it's a long road, and you know, I have my objectives, I have my challenges that I put in place with my team, and yeah, I mean, I'm just focused on that. So my goal stays that I'll try and win a medal for Cyprus.
Do you know Pavlos personally?
Yes, we met a few times, but with all the traveling, you know, we never had the chance to know each other much better. Actually, it's funny, he trains in Split in Croatia with a Croatian coach. I mean, I train in Croatia, in Varaždin, which is only 3.5 hours drive, 5 hours drive, sorry. So we never met, actually. So, okay. I mean, we met in the Olympics, we know each other, but never met where he's training or where I'm training.
You mentioned Croatia. You got married 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago, and now there are 2 small girls in your family. Also, your wife was a professional tennis player. She was top 20, you were top 10. Does that mean that you have...
I have the say, yes.
You have the most say in the family?
Yeah. No, I mean, she's been amazingly helpful, and I'm grateful to have her in my life, because really, we together took some decisions the last 3 years, 3-4 years. I was that close of retiring, and you know, she stood by my side, you know, and she helped me all the way to find a team around me, to find a place where we are good, and you know, and she does so much sacrifices outside in our personal life when I'm not at home, you know, and if it wasn't for her, you know, I don't know if I would be able to continue and be here where I am today. So yeah, she's an amazing help and an amazing woman.
I have a few friends of mine who have been top athletes. They have told me that being a top athlete, if their kids would like to become top athletes, that they would not let them, that they know what it's like, the sacrifices, the injuries, the mental thing, everything. If your daughters one day wanted to pick up a racket and tell Carolina and you that daddy and mommy, we want to become professional tennis players, what would you do?
I would go for it. It's what they want, it's what they like, it's what they love. I would go for it. If they love it, I would do anything they love. So it's only up to them, you know. And I mean, if they want to do it, I think me and Carolina will be the perfect people to tell them the truth about what's coming, you know, and to have that in a family, or I mean, to have that as a start, I think for a kid is an unbelievable advantage, and I would go for it. I mean, if they love it, I would go.
So one would coach the older daughter and the other the younger?
No, I would put my wife to coach them, and I will just watch from the outside.
Excellent. I have for Sahara and India, I have some presents. These are Lotte and Bruno.
Lotte and Bruno. Okay.
Yes, these are the, if we take recent years, the most well-known Estonian children's book and cartoon characters.
Oh, very nice.
So, if you don't mind, please, Lotte and Bruno.
And Bruno. Lotte
so
and
please,
Bruno.
Please take them home to
Thank you
Sahara and India, and I hope they will enjoy them. Marcos, I enjoyed this conversation very much.
Me too. Thank you very much.
From the bottom of my heart and all Estonian tennis fans, all the best to you.
Thank you.
I hope that Cyprus will get 2 medals in Rio.
I hope so.
You
too.
and
Maybe
Pavlos
more.
both.
Even more.
Good luck tomorrow with the match, whoever comes, Macedonia or Ireland, and all the best in your tennis career.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Marcos, it was a pleasure.
My pleasure too. Thanks.